13.2 carats of kunzite. But when we feature it at a value that beats yesterday's feature price by $819 and then sliced 6 different ways, the highest easy pay that we offer yesterday, this kunzite, diamond, and 14 karat gold enhancer was $2,319. If you read the reviews on it, the reviews are stellar. But here's the thing. Today, and only until the end of the day, will it be $819 less. And then we take that value and split it 6 different ways, which means you can get this home for $249.83. Now, I don't usually do this right out of the gate, but it begs to be done. Because if 13.2 carats doesn't give you a sense of scale, look at this. It is 1 inch from top to bottom. But even that gemstone itself scrapes the 3/4 of an inch mark. And let me turn it to these sides so that you can see the thickness of that stone and the size of that faceted kunzite, which is surrounded by a waterfall and then a circular river. And remember we talked about white zircon before? This isn't white zircon. It's diamonds that surround that and then is set in solid cast 14 karat gold. Do you see how deep that stone goes in there? This is one that I'm so glad that you're seeing it right here, but I do also want to see it on me because I have it worn against black, so you can kind of see the color there and really see how it's going to pop. Here's the story on kunzite, because it's a stone I was vaguely, like very vaguely, to be honest, familiar with before I started here at QVC, because I love my jewelry, but didn't know too much about gemstones, especially this one, which is so rare. It was only discovered, I think, in 1902 in California, and was named after George Kunz, himself a gemologist, jewelry aficionado, worked for Tiffany's, and a recent discovery. It is so prized because of both its color, its rarity, and its clarity. Do you see that pink that kind of melds and mixes there with violet hues? It's such a romantic stone. But the difference here that you won't see, even in morganite or pink tourmaline or in pink diamonds, is the ability to see all the way into the end of that stone, to the bottom. So that's why it looks as though it is lit from within. And that shines. So it's like watery almost in its reflection. It is such a unique gemstone, and one that even our own gemologist, Peyton Kelly, was absolutely stunned to be able to see in this kind of carat weights. You can find them slightly more often in smaller carat weights, but to see something this size that is then set into such a beautiful piece of jewelry is so incredibly rare. Now, this is what we call a vault discovery, and it isn't just a fun term that we give to this piece. It's a true, genuine discovery in a vault. Our resident gemologist, Peyton Kelly, we call him the Indiana Jones here of QVC. He travels the entire world looking for rare gemstones, quality gemstones, the pieces that other retailers just don't have access to. And this was actually found in a vault in Thailand that was kind of collected, hoarded by a gem expert who had been keeping them in one safe for over 20 years and had not opened that safe in 20 years. And Peyton kind of twisted his arm a little bit. Hey, let's see what you got. Saw this cache of kunzite, implored him to let us do justice to it, and we were able to do so. But I will tell you confidently, there is not going to be a reorder on this because it's impossible to do so. We can't source the stones in this size, in this quality, at this value. Shipping and handling is included here, but one time only truly does mean just that. That if you are one of our gem gals or jewelry aficionados, and you tune in and you go, yeah, you know, I like the petite pieces, the smaller carat weights, but I'm really done playing small. And when I'm ready to make that investment, because it still is, you want the investment to prove itself. And I say that over and over again, even in pieces that cost me $65, $75, $99, that's still an investment. But it has to pay dividends in its beauty and its wearability. And that's exactly what this does. Now, we have it shown on our own chain, but I'm going to turn to the side again for you too so that you can really see it's a true enhancer. It's going to have a snap hinge bail. So you'll take that's all cast 14 karat gold. But do you see how wide the enhancer bail is? So we have it on a substantial gold chain, but boy, oh boy, is that big enough to put on even a leather cord? Oh my gosh, would I love to see this on a strand of pearls. Even your larger, right, Jenna? And that's, yeah, I know. Well, if you're going to pick it up, then do different things with it and have fun with it because it is such a regal piece. But what I think is different about Kunzite, I mean, you think about, I don't know, like your truly precious stones, emeralds, sapphires, rubies, diamonds, okay. In large carat whites, they really do scream haute couture, upscale, holiday parties, New Year's Eve. And that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because if you're going to make an investment of $14.99, of $10,000, you better come up with a lot of reasons to wear it, because when we talk about cost per wear, I want you to see this as often as possible. And I'm just wearing it with a simple little black dress. And I'll be honest with you, we're going to have hot wings after, my daughter and I, yeah. And you better believe I would wear this out there too, because it is such a piece to be so proud of and exciting to wear. But if you're used to seeing pieces and kind of doing like me, and you look at them under glass and you go, I mean, I walk into jewelry stores, and when they ask me if they can help, I go, I'm really just dreaming. And I'm completely honest with them. This is not for just dreaming anymore. It's a dream-worthy piece, but to be able to get it home at $249, where yesterday it was $800 more, means you don't have to dream anymore. But what's great is that even though it's a one-time only value, and that price goes up, up, up at the end of the day, if you lock that in now, you've got a whole month to try it out. And I know if you watch my jewelry shows often, you know this is a broken record, so I apologize for repeating myself. But it's true. I say all the time, this is like buying you a month. And to be able to get this home and try it out for a whole month and put it in the light that does more justice than our lights do to this piece means a limited opportunity, yeah, to pick up the phone, but not a limited opportunity to give it a try. And jewelry in particular begs to be tried at home. Because as fabulous as that looks like on Jenna, she has a different skin tone, maybe than you. She's wearing something different than what you're wearing. She's standing in bright studio lights that most of us will never stand in. So get it at home, look at it in the lamplight, take it outside, look at it in sunlight, go out to dinner, because you know this begs to be taken out, and wear it in candlelight. And if you don't love it as much as I love it, then please send it back. Because the thing is, this is not going to be reordered. And it's because it's a one-time only. I know a lot of us think, oh, there's tons of them out there. This is not one of those pieces of which we have a ton. We only brought in about 8 dozen. I now have fewer than 3 dozen remaining. 36 of you across the entire country, that's about as high as my math goes, by the way, 3 times 12, will be able to enjoy this piece. And you know what, with a piece like this, to me that even kind of adds to the excitement of it. When you know that it's hard to get your hands on it, I will tell you this, when you get this home and you wear it, be prepared, people are gonna ask. Even people who know gemstones are gonna ask, what is that? Well, I know it's not a pink diamond, right? That's 13 carats, unless you won the lottery. What is that stone? Is it pink tourmaline? No, it's got a little too much purple in there. It's not morganite, because morganite is more of a soft blush. What is it? And what it is a conversation starter and a unique piece. And when I saw this as a one-time only, I thought, I really was proud of our buyers here, because we're not just bringing you something that we can bring in mass at a great value, kind of get us excited about it. No, this is a treasure, a literal one, because since we call it a vault discovery, which is what it truly was, it is a piece that makes you feel like a princess. I mean, even look at the here, I'll turn this aside, at the depth of the stone, and just how much cast. I'm so glad that we left this open though. It looks like the crown jewels. All right, one more thing I do want to sneak in and kind of show you, because this is not getting a presentation, boo. But this is a Kunzite and tourmaline ring. Yeah, I think I just found my producer's pick of the show. So, my producer upstairs, her name is Erica, and she's kind of a jewelry gal like me, and so we always ask her what one of her favorites are, and I think she's kind of drooling over this. It's a clearance price ring, over $120 off of the QVC prices, now $539. So maybe that's your indulgence that you're picking up in the show, or maybe you're like a lot of gals at home and you go, you know what, I'm done playing small, and I'm ready to make that call. But one thing that I can't recommend for you is waiting, because at the end of the day, if any remain, which likely won't, the price will go up. We only brought in 8 dozen, fewer than 2 dozen now remain. And yesterday, this beautiful piece was worth every penny of its $2,300. And now it's so exciting. It's over $800 less, but only until the end of the day. J294914 is almost gone. Stay on the lines or get on the lines for that beauty. Here's the information on the ring. Yeah, so these are the pieces that make me drool. So we've got morganite and tourmaline coming up, but this is Kunzite and pink tourmaline, set in 14